Welcome to Shorty Supercoach. How you guys going out there? We're getting stuck into the tips today. Let me just take a look at how we fared last week, and I feel like there's actually a few upsets brewing this week. So let's see how we go. Last week was pretty chill. Cats went down. That was disappointing. Got Fremantle over Essendon, which was about the only 50-50 game for the week. So I was happy to get that one. Let's see if we can just get this to actually work. But now Cody from work, she's been asking for some tips from the Shorty Supercoach. So Cody, I think I've got some potential point of difference tips for you. So let's have a look at how we're faring. How am we going in the old Coles footy tipping? Second, nice. Level. How about Shorty's? Shorty Supercoach, how we going? Ninth out of about 115. I'm pretty happy with that. Strangers is still too clear. He's going very nicely. Again, he tipped a 7. We had an 8 in there from Jody. Have a look at that. Yeah, okay. So there's really quite a few of us on 31 there, and then Stacks on 30. Couple branching away on 32, and then of course Strangers. He can't be stopped. He can't be stopped. He's still leading the way. So keep it going, mate. Give us a little comment if you've been watching as well. But yes, on to the tips. And some rounds are pretty straightforward. You go through 7 or 8 and you're like, yeah, it's pretty obvious. But I'm starting off with an upset. I'm tipping the Giants. In terms of a margin, let's try and hold this margin back because my margin's been trash. Absolutely piss poor. So why am I tipping the Giants? It's a few reasons. I feel like the Saints are playing great footy, but I feel like they're still a relatively inconsistent team. Travelling away from home, always difficult. I know they beat the Dockers on the road not too long ago, but I just think when the Giants get Toby Green back, that makes a massive difference, not just for him kicking goals, but the way their midfield works. And footy's a funny game. I just have a gut feel that the Giants are just desperate for a real response game. I don't really see them making the 8 or anything, but 1 and 4, I just get the sense that this one's really going to be built up. Maybe bigger than it is for the Saints. I know that's a bit of a random way to look at it, but you just get a gut feel that I've get a sense there's a bit of a statement game coming for the Giants. So I'm happy to take a little point of difference there. Pretty straightforward with the Dogs. Same with Port, 84% tipping a side that hasn't won a game yet, but they've got to get it done. Now, this one's real tough. It almost swings on whether Paddy Cripps comes into the side, and Jesus, I hope he does, because I need him for Supercoach. But I'm leaning towards Carlton with another little upset. I know I was all aboard the Dockers last week, but I don't know. It's a bit of a gut feel. I think Carlton are the better team out of the two clubs. The fact it's in WA evens things right up. And, I just feel like they'll get it done in that midfield department, and I do feel like looking at the Dockers, I sort of say, how are they going to stop Curnow and Mackay? I know it doesn't always come down as simple a matchup as that type of thing, but at this point in time, I'm leaning towards the Blues. Cats for sure, Brisbane in the Q clash, confident with the Ds. I'm pretty confident with Sydney. The Hawks were, they've been impressive. They've been better than I expected. And in Tassie just makes it a bit spicy. And the big Anzac Day clash. It can go either way. I know the Bombers have been putrid and all at sea. And that's the only reason I just cannot tip them. Look, I think sometimes these are games that doesn't really matter where the side is on the ladder. But the way the Bombers have been going, I just couldn't tip them. If you tip them and it went wrong, you'd be like, well, I should have known that. If they pull out a response game out of nowhere, I'll wear that. I'll accept that. But I'm certainly not going to hitch my wagon to them. So let's submit those tips, and be very interesting. Friday night, Saturday night will be the difference. I reckon, I'm within reach of your Strangers and a couple of you other blokes up there. It's big on the Friday too, because once you get your margin a bit out of hand, it's pretty hard to pick it up. But really, if you can tip, a lot of people might tip St Kilda by 10 to 20 points. So I could not only get a tip on them, but I might even get 30 to 50 points on the old margin, all depending how you go. So, big game Friday night for Shorty's tips. But, yeah, all the best. If you've got any thoughts on those 50-50 games or which way you're going, feel free to comment below. If you just want to let me know your tips, feel free to. We'll be back. We'll be going live, actually. Going live, I think, about 8 o'clock tonight. So feel free to jump in on that. And, yeah, plenty of Supercoach content coming your way over the next day or so. Stay tuned. Cheers.